Okay, so I have a slight addiction, and it's with coffee. It's kind of bad. I'm obsessed with coffee. I'm in love with it. I have it like constantly, like every single day. And when I don't have it, I get really bad headaches. So I need to have caffeine or I get sick. And sometimes my school won't let me have caffeine. Well, not my school particularly, but my friends in my school. I'll come in with like a water bottle filled with iced coffee. They're like, Jen, what's that? I'm like, iced coffee. And they're like, hand it over. I'm like, no, I'm fine. And so they look at my hand, and my hand's like freaking shaking, that I get so hyper, my hand starts shaking, and it gets bad. But I can't stop. It's an addiction. It's really bad. Me and my sister have the same addiction. My grandpa got us started with it. He gets me started with a lot of things. Oh my god, my grandpa's a mess with me. First of all, let's see all the things my grandpa did to me when I was little. He got me drawing nature and loving art. But now when I draw stuff, I have to be precise and perfect. He made me a perfectionist, honestly. I always have to have my drawings perfect. And I won't stop till they're perfect. And my grandpa, he got me addicted to coffee, as I was saying. Let's see. All my life, I had a stomach problem. There was an infection in my stomach. And he got me so addicted, like such a grandpa's little girl. Because I didn't even care about my parents. I was grandpa's little girl. And he got me so like attached to him. I wouldn't let the doctors touch my stomach unless he was there with me. Like, I used to scream and punch out the doctors. Like, this one was little, so I hated doctors ever since then, but I got used to them. I just got so addicted to my grandpa that I just couldn't like leave his side. It was bad. Then my grandpa got me afraid to go in basements. I'm not afraid anymore. I have my own basement. I go in there to get my laundry because my laundry's in my basement. And because in his house he has this really dark basement and a crawl space. And I used to go in the crawl space to help him get stuff all the time. And one day I found a mannequin with makeup on it. But the makeup was red. So my grandpa said there was a murderer and that was a dead body. That the murderer sleeps in the basement. So I freaked out and wouldn't go in the basement at all anymore. It was really bad. But yeah, all my fears came from believing everything that people say. Like my sister. She was also a big part of my life. First of all, my sister dyed my hair with Sharpies. Well, not Sharpies, but those blow pens that you blow in and it squirts out stuff. She got it in my hair and all over my face. So I had like blue dots in my face and like red down my hair. And it wouldn't come out. So I went to my friend's house, because I was going to my friend's house that day with blue dots all over my face. It was bad. Then, my favorite part was when I got back at my sister. Me and my sister fight constantly. And, she used to get me in so much trouble. We used to throw things at each other's windows that we didn't want. Like, she would take my dolls and throw it out the window. I would take her phone and throw it out the window, because she's 5 years older than me. So we would fight all the time. And one Christmas, I didn't intentionally mean to get back at her, but I got a skateboard for Christmas. And I left it on the dining room floor. And the dining room is a place where you're not supposed to run around and jump and get wild because there's fragile things in there, like plates. And my mom had this really like prized possession china cabinet. Well, my sister was walking into the dining room and didn't notice my skateboard was on the floor. She stepped on it and went flying through the china cabinet. I think that was the moment of my life. She was fine. The china cabinet wasn't. The skateboard went right through it. She had a little bit of cuts and bruises, but she was fine. And then, what's another thing my sister did to me? She got me believing that the clown It was going to kill me on my 10th birthday. And ever since then, I wouldn't go to the bathroom. I finally started going to the bathroom again. But when I went to the bathroom, I would flush the toilet and run. Like, my grandpa's house had steps, so the bathroom was upstairs and there were steps going down. So everybody knew when I was done with the bathroom because you hear the toilet flush and then you hear boom, 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 boom down the stairs because I would sprint down the stairs. It was bad. Sometimes I still believe it. Like, I have to look in the drain. No, not really. I'm grown up now. I don't believe that. My sister is in Vegas now, and she sent me a picture of some guy proposing to her. And before she sent me the picture, she says, haha, Jen, I'm drunk. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Something bad's gonna happen. My sister's drunk in Vegas. And then she sends me this picture of getting engaged to a guy. I'm like, you didn't. Please say you said no. Please say you said no. And she says, no. I said yes. I'm like, you dumbass. And I'm like screaming at her. She's like, no, Jen, I said no. She's like, I'm sober enough to notice that I can't get married. I'm too young. I'm like, you're not young. She's 5 years older than me. So I'm 17. She's like 22. So she's 5 years older. And yeah, my sister and my grandpa had a great impact on my life. It's kind of funny. My dad, I don't know what he taught me. My dad taught me how to be a boy. He taught me how to dress like a boy. And taught me in great fashion like a boy. Not really. I mean, he taught me how to be a boy when I'm a girl. He wanted a boy when I was born, so. My name's actually supposed to be Josh. So my dad named me Jen. Because it would be bad to call a girl Josh. But he was mad that I was a girl. So he wanted a boy. And then when I moved to Jersey, because my parents got divorced, so I moved to Jersey and I came back up to visit my dad, and there was mud on the ground, and I got it on me and I freaked out. I'm like, oh my god, there's mud on me. I'm like, this dumbass town is always dirty and stuff. And because I was wearing white shoes and I really like these shoes, so my dad's like, when did you become such a girly girl? Because I was wearing really like girly clothing. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Dad? He's like, where'd my little boy go? And I'm like, your little boy was never here. It was kind of bad. Yeah, but nothing else really happened with my dad other than that. I haven't talked to my dad in such a long time. I honestly don't even know if he's in the United States anymore. My mom, she taught me how to go insane. I've literally gone insane with her. She drives me insane. Excuse me. I asked her to help me study for my chemistry yesterday, and she's reading it. She couldn't even pronounce ionic right. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, it's ionic or valence. She was like, valence. And I'm like, it's valence. You're not talking in Spanish. We're in English here. It was bad. I just got so pissed off at her. But yeah. And that's my cat on my bed. Her name is Bella. But I think you saw her in videos beforehand. And she's on my shorts that I was going to wear today, but I decided not to. But that's mostly it. This video is like 7:42 minutes long, so I should end it and get back to drinking my coffee. And I should probably study for chemistry before my final, because now it's in like a half hour. Not even. So I hope you all have an amazing day, and for people who are taking their finals, good luck.